Hello and welcome to the All Natural Star channel. I go by the name of Star, and on my platform I like to give words of encouragement about the younger generation and how we as a whole need to take back our youth from some of the distractions in society. Here is where I give my opinion of what's going on, whether it's television, social media, or just being out and about, and how these things can influence today's youth. As the adult, the parent, the caregiver, and the legal guardians, it is our job to raise these kids until they are 18 or the age of 21, depending on where you live. Today's topic is going to be about having respect for the elders. Let's get started. What is going on with today's younger generation and them having respect for the elders? My response is that they are lacking in that area. We need to step our game up as the caregivers and really instill in our children to have respect for the elders. There is too much disrespect going on. I've seen it on the street and on social media. If someone is 1 year, 5 years, 10 years and up, they are considered an elder. The elders are everywhere in the world, in the community, in the schools, in the stores, and every grown-up is considered an elder. Who and what is giving these youth the right to be disrespectful? The first thing they need to do is have self-respect. Self-respect is mandatory. You can't give respect to others unless you have some for yourself. Number 2, being rude and disrespectful and then posting it on social media is not cool either. I don't think that shit would be funny if you, they, them, he, she will be scrolling and you happen to see an elder from your family or anyone that you have respect for being disrespected. An elder should never be addressed as yo bro, my nigga, or old head, or anything else considered a slang term. When the younger generation is in contact with any adult, it should always be Miss or Mr., Sir or Madam. Even Ma or Pops isn't bad. These kids got way too comfortable thinking that they can address an elder any way they want to, and no, they can't. And they should always be on their best behavior, especially when they are away from that parent, that legal guardian, that caregiver. No matter where they reside, have some respect for these elders. The younger generation needs us, and we must always pay attention to them. They are reflections of us, and if we're not on top of them, they will grow up thinking that it is okay to be disrespectful. A lot of the slang talk pretty much took over our youth, and it sucks. At one time or another, while we were growing up, we also spoke slang. But most of us left it outside. And that's where it needs to be left, outside. If they are using it amongst their peers, that's where it should stay. I've heard parents addressing their loved ones as bro, and I'm speaking about male and females. Since when did girls or women become bros? We have to separate the streets from real life. And I'm not saying anyone is less than if they speak slang, but how are we teaching the youth if we're engaging in it with them? Teaching them the right way to speak will help them in the long run. They are the future, and they need to understand that. Showing them love and nurturing them correctly is a big help. When they are grown-ups and might become parents one day, I'm sure they are not going to like their own kids being disrespectful, especially towards them. It's not tolerated in corporate or places of business. Slang terms come from the street, and it should be left there, not brought into the homes, schools, places of business, or said to any elders. Having some respect goes a long way, and the younger generation has to be taught that and reminded often. We also need to express to them to always be themselves, and that they don't have to follow everything they see someone else doing, whether it's on the street or it's on social media. These days, there are so many distractions. Social media has a big influence on the youth of today, and that's why it should be watched in moderation. There are a lot of positive things on social media that these kids could learn from. They could learn how to cook, learn how to do hair, learn some homework tips or tricks, especially when it comes to math, or even fixing a car. But being disrespectful is definitely a no-no. And that's why we have to take our kids back and show them some love, because they are important. They are future leaders. And we need to express that to them as well. With that being said, until next time, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe so the message can get out to someone who might need to hear it. Peace and love always.